Lee, thanks for joining us. You're taking a lot of positives out of tonight's performance.
Yeah, and I've said that last time we played. I think it is important that we put on good performances with such a young team. So there is them positives to take. I thought they carried themselves brilliantly. The older players, even though they're not older players, showed a really good appetite for the game as well. And I thought after, obviously we made them changes. I believe our average age went down to 19, so we're probably younger than what they are. I thought it was a really good night for them.
It doesn't surprise you, though, the attitude and application that those sort of senior players will call and put out on the pitch.
Yeah, I can't criticise the players in general. League games, training, for their appetite to want to do well. The numbers back that up with what we're saying. Going on to Saturday, didn't lose my head with them because the numbers are there for us to all to see. But tonight I'm really pleased for them. Yargo, Swanee, Ryan Chadwick making their debuts for the first team. Two of them first year scholars. A real special night for them.
Emre Tezgel seems to like this competition, doesn't he? He's got himself a goal and he was involved in it and a good assist as well.
Yeah, he does. And he, again, down to attitude. It's so easy for someone like Tez. We all know the reputation he's got, and Stoke expect big things out of him, and he's probably not got the minutes that he'd wanted. But his application to training, there's been massive improvements over the recent weeks in terms of his numbers, etc. And with Josh not now being available for some time, it'll be down to him and Multley to try and cement a place in the team.
As you quite rightly pointed out, he's been highly thought of at Stoke City and highly thought of from a lot of other clubs, but you managed to get him here and that signature was done and dusted. How's he been to sort of manage?
He's a great lad. It's a real credit to Stoke, how he carries himself, how he communicates, how he's feeling, doing extra work. There's absolutely no issue on that type of thing. He will be frustrated. What he's done is, if he is, he's hidden them frustrations really well and been ultra professional. Because I've always told him, I said that your opportunity will come. It definitely will. He's a good player. He rightly so. He's highly thought of. He's going to have a really good career.
And of course, it's progress in the competition. You're more or less 99.9% certain of being in the knockout stages. The competition builds momentum quickly.
Yeah, I spoke about that last year. I mentioned it to the players before the game. It is a competition that's, as you go further, the crowds get a little bit bigger. But it is something that we want to progress. I wanted to progress last year. If it's not that we're then playing first team regulars in the competition, you're giving more exposure to players that need minutes and the younger players to these types of games. So I'm pleased that we're going to have to do a job at Burton to make sure that we're through. But hopefully then it gives us another opportunity for games like this.
Just going back to those lads who came on in the second period, how must it be for them and their families? You've been there yourself when you were younger and came through into the first team level. It's a dream come true.
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant. I shouted on to a couple of them, just make sure they're smiling and enjoy it. And they're playing against a really good Liverpool team there, really good players who've been in around the first team. So it's not just an under-21 team, it's a proper game of football, and they should be really proud. I've commented that probably our academy players that we had on the pitch have been at our club longer than what the Liverpool lads had. So it's testament to all the staff and the academy that they're working hard to get these players in a position where they're able to make their debuts.
For you and your staff, was it something that you enjoyed to sort of try and help them from the touchline?
Yeah, it's brilliant to do that. It's going to be a test. The boy who was the left winger, for example, up against Stan, he's a good player, and it's just trying to help Stan through that, little conversations with him, and I thought he dealt with the majority of what he had most of the night, particularly second half. But it is enjoyable to try and help the players on the side of the pitch, and just to give them some encouragement more than anything. There'll be a lot of thoughts going through the head, particularly the first year scholars. It's just about keeping them calm and making sure they enjoy the moment.